What's up, guys? So I'm back with another video. This is just gonna be about childhood trauma, how to heal childhood trauma. So how to heal trauma, you have to go back to your childhood and see what happened to you when you were a child. Whatever happened to you as a child, you have to heal it by going to your inner child and talking to your inner child and healing your inner child. So using your inner child, you have to heal your childhood trauma. Whatever happened in your childhood, you have to heal it using your inner childhood, your inner child. So your inner child is what you were as a little kid, growing up, as a little child, growing up, and whatever happened to you, whatever trauma occurred, whether it was a physical, sexual, or mental, or emotional abuse, you can heal it by going to your inner childhood and talking to your inner childhood and telling your inner child that everything's okay. Everything's okay. Everything's okay because it was not your fault and it was your childhood. But you can heal your childhood trauma, guys. All you have to do is go back to your childhood and see what happened to your childhood. In your childhood, whatever happened in your childhood, you have to heal it by talking to your inner child and making sure that your inner child is okay and safe. Just making sure, just talking to your inner child and telling them that everything's okay. Everything's gonna be okay. And everything's okay. Everything's gonna be okay, guys. As long as you heal your childhood trauma. But this video is about childhood trauma. How to heal childhood trauma. All you have to do is go to your inner child and heal your childhood wounds. Whatever happened in your childhood, you have to heal it by going into your childhood and talking to your inner child and healing it by saying that it's okay. It's okay and everything's gonna be okay. So whatever happened in your childhood, you can heal it. So that way you don't have to suffer with your childhood trauma anymore. Because we all have childhood trauma. Some way, shape, or form, we have childhood issues that are still occurring to us in our adult life. So that's why we have to heal our childhood trauma and our childhood wounds by going to our inner child and making sure that our childhood is okay and making sure that our childhood is okay. But yes, guys, all you have to do is say everything's okay, everything's gonna be okay, everything's fine, everything's okay. And that's the only way you can heal your childhood trauma, your childhood wounds, whatever happened in your childhood. So whatever happened in your childhood, all you have to do is go back to your childhood, remember what happened, and make sure that everything's okay. Say that everything's okay. Say everything's okay, everything's gonna be okay, and your childhood is gonna be healed. So your childhood wounds and your childhood trauma can be healed, guys. All you have to do is go back to your childhood and heal it. Talk to your inner child and heal your childhood traumas and your childhood wounds. So whatever happened in your childhood doesn't affect you in your adult life, in your adult lifehood. Because you don't want your childhood wounds, your childhood trauma to affect your adult life. You want your adult life to be healthy and to be safe and secure. You don't want your childhood trauma, your childhood wounds to be bothering your adult life. But yes, guys, it's possible. It's possible to heal your childhood trauma and your childhood wounds. All you have to do is go back to your childhood, remember what happened, and say everything's gonna be okay.